Without exception, every conception's immaculate. The union of two into a new expression's miraculous. Natural law's an axiom for any earthy aspirant. Since that initial philosophical egg was hatched, it was fabulous, pure and untarnished. Convergence of a couple, loving amongst harshness. Bear and child who'll shine in the stark sparseness is flourishing the bubble and brightness shuns darkness. A first gasp after breaking walls of a cocoon. That halcyon comfort in the warmness of the womb. An amniotic avalon whose waters are imbued with the exact ingredients that inform us to attune. An ineffable connection is made as sighs of exhausted mum harmonise with baby's cry. It's a struggle just to open up her hazy eyes, but she spots her mother who smiles like a ray of light. A precious split second, but far from ephemeral. This instant imprint well beyond just chemical. It's a perennial bond which weathers all. Impossible to believe this is not intentional. Perpetual. Cycles reprise as time flows in an ocean of rhythm where we float in lifeboats. That maestro composing vibrance through a verbal hymn, precisely projecting out a universe within. In each beat there's a chance for a new birth, to find what we really stand for, our true worth. We're getting past calling on our knees, this is new turf and blue sky discovery, we're smelling budding blooms burst. And each breath is a tiny reawakening, a fleeting moment to find a peaceful place within. Grow from mistakes we did as we erase the sins, and learn from these lessons. It's time to be our favorite kin. So take it in, don't avert your gaze. Yeah, these sights and sounds are scary in this learner phase. We're merely infants in this worldly maze of pain and hurts, averting that eternal flame. It burns ablaze while we toil with the weeds, watching worms create new soil for the seeds, made from all these mortal coils which have ceased, succumb to decay, that unavoidable disease. Or at least that's what we're taught to believe. Perhaps we can transcend when borders are breached, but until biology breaks and falls away, we ought to stay grounded, living for today. Memento mori, it's just a joy ride. When I remember I die, I fully enjoy life in this coexistence where you and me creating. There's no choice but being absolute appreciation to my ancestors for spice they provided, from Welsh wetlands to the highlands of Ireland, Hong Kong and Italy, in ships battling waves, or the crew who landed in England as African slaves. I have to give thanks. That's from the pit of my soul. You endured atrocity and rigmarole, so I could be stood telling short stories in the present, the fleshy edifice of your glory in its essence. And that goes for all of us gathered, and all the people of this plane in every corner they're scattered, caught in the patterns of hardship but drifting through. Vicissitudes of this system leave us torn and fractured. To bring it back to the statements written first, that fundamental wisdom within ancient living words. In this ageless information I'm gratefully immersed, with full respect and honor for the sanctity of birth.